Get ready, anime family. It's time for Girlfriend Beta Review. Like, comment, and subscribe. Girlfriend Kia is based off a popular mobile game and is based on the story of Shino Komori, a hardworking but even-tempered high school girl who is the lead performer in her high school rhythmic gymnastic club. The story follows her and her growing circle of friends as they support each other through the various trials and situations that comprise high school life. This anime has about 12 episodes, has multiple adaptations, has a spin-off or other story to it. It premiered October 13, 2014 to December 29, 2014. Its genre is based in school, slice of life. Each episode is 24 minutes per episode, and this is rated PG-13. Now let's get into the review. What I like about Girlfriend Beta is that besides the fact that it's based off a popular video game, which I have not watched prior to really watching this anime, I just took it for, the intro of having a girl protagonist and just trying to make friends and, doing different, not really a story with a plot, because this anime doesn't really have a plot to it. It's more just taking from the fundamentals of the game, which they try to make to have a complete adaptation to it, but make it a little bit different between the two different mediums. I feel like for the contrast and the difference between this one is that there's no plot. It's very simple. It's not very complex. It doesn't have really a lot of depth. And with the characters, there is a lot of them. And I feel like with a big cast like this, sometimes you feel like even though you're introduced to each of these characters, there's not a lot of material to go around for them to be fleshed out as more as they could be. I feel like, and they kind of get lost in the scenery sometimes in certain scenes, and sometimes it only focuses on certain characters depending on the episode. Now I feel like after watching it, it's a nice way to relax and chill, but this anime could come across very different from different viewers depending on what the genre was, what they like. And I feel like with the 12 episode span of this anime, it can do just that, because I feel like we are just given there's just barely the level surface of Girlfriend Beta, especially since it is picked on a mobile game where you're dating these girls in the different setting versus the anime. I feel like we just get more of a deal of one of the main girls in that game, but I have not seen it, so I don't really not sure about that. We just focus on her lifestyle and how does she come with the fundamental challenges of high school while making friends and trying to improve herself and get out of her struggle that she's dealing with in high school, along with her friends to try to help her along the way. And I think overall it just deals with the whole cliche of the cute factor of this anime, which is not really diving solely deep into the anime, each of the characters, and how what are their main goals and motivation, which I thought was okay, but kind of sad, because I feel like all these characters were really one-sided and very lackluster, which I thought be more when I first got into the anime, which is okay. Sometimes animes don't. Well, the characters sometimes don't always stand out to be much relatable depending on the genre that you're watching it in. But I feel like for this one, if you're just looking for a simple slice of life, that the story is not too overly complicated, there's not a lot of filler, and you're not too crazy about the plot, and this is the anime for you. I feel like for Girlfriend Beta, if they really wanted to step more into the premise of it, they could delve deeper into flesh out the characters more and be more character driven than plot driven. If they truly want to focus on the entire cast as a whole and make them stand out more on screen, which they tried their best to do, and there was a little conflict in it that kind of helped push the characters forward to make their bond stronger. But in all opinion, sometimes I feel like they either missed their mark with that one, or they try to overcomplicate too much, but didn't really stand clear on the screen and didn't overall make sense. But maybe that's just me, because I'm when looking back at it, they talk very calming, very natural for all girls conversation. Some of the foreign exchange students, they do pop in every now and then, which is fair, having the overarching stereotypes of the typical anime tropes and cliches, which is fine, to just help the pacing of the story. I feel like overall the group's dynamic and their chemistry on screen, it's neutral, it's very calm, it's very simple without going too over the top. And I feel like with the voice actors bringing these characters to life, that they did just that, trying to bring these characters to life to a high school setting, to maybe you'll find one niche character that you'll relate to and be able to understand what they're going through by the end of this anime. But overall, it was okay. It wasn't my favorite so far, but I will give this a 5 out of 10. I wish I could give a higher mark, but it just didn't stand out to me like most slice of life animes do, especially with the characters, and also from this being a dating sims game for all girls, especially with probably characters from the male perspective, not really the female. It was okay, but I wouldn't really watch it again. If I really chose to watch it again, just maybe for just rewatch it just for the sole purpose of the characters, maybe, even if that, or just something simple to watch in general. Thank you, anime family, for turning this review. Give this big video a big thumbs up. Let me know that you liked it. Don't forget to comment down below in the comments section what anime you want to review next. And hit the subscribe button for more content in the future. And see you soon. Bye.